This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment, educational purposes only. Anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, double check you're still subscribed to the channel. Double check your notifications are on. And if you hit that like button, double check it's working properly. Because they are going overboard. Suppressing the channel, suppressing the videos, because they're terrified of more people becoming aware of all the fraud and corruption in the United States stock market. Listen, the GME naked shorters are trapped, okay? The only reason they're still in this play is because they know the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI will do absolutely nothing to them, so they continue naked shorting the stock, okay? But it doesn't even matter as far as I'm concerned. The longer they let this play run out, the more GME shares I can buy at these ridiculously low prices, and I'm going to keep loading up on GME, okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME. I'm just telling you that I consider it to be a great investment. I consider right now the company is severely undervalued, in my opinion. And once again, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell GME, but I will be buying more. The bad actors cannot, in my opinion, exit this play unscathed. Okay? Almost an impossibility. Ryan Cohen knows exactly what he's doing. He has big plans for GME. They're doubling and tripling down in the collectibles market. I mean, there's larger profit margins. And I believe they are the Berkshire Hathaway of this generation. I've said it multiple times. The shills hate when I say it, but that is how I feel. That is my opinion. I see GME changing the entire game, okay? I see them changing the game in the next couple of years, and I will keep loading up on those GME shares. Anyway, the GME volume, 6,628,396. They're still claiming 26.78% of that float is DRS. You know, it doesn't even matter if 150% of the float was DRS. They would still find millions of shares to short every single day. And the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI would still practice willful blindness to the obvious fraud and corruption in the play. 63.1% of GME volume was sent to the dark pools, okay? Imagine that. 4,182,433 shares was sent to the dark pool. You know those were the buy orders in order to suppress the price. The SEC knows that's the buy orders. The DOJ knows it's the buy orders. The FBI knows it's the buy orders. FINRA knows it's the buy orders. DTCC knows it's the buy orders. But they do absolutely nothing, because the majority of the victims of these crimes are retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules. And on top of that, 53.5% of that volume was shorted shares. So they found 3,500,000 GME shares to short into the market and manipulate the price. Yet the SEC, the DOJ, the FBI don't see anything that requires an investigation. Now, let's think about this for a second. The entire float, well, not the float, rather, the entire volume was 6,600,000 shares, more or less. But 4 million went to the dark pool and 3,500 was shorted. So they eliminated the entire volume with manipulation on Friday. The entire volume. Yet nobody sees anything that requires an investigation. This is obvious fraud and corruption. The evidence of the fraud and corruption is overwhelming. Yet our regulatory agencies, our law enforcement agencies, sit on the sidelines and practice willful blindness when the biggest financial crimes in the history of the market goes on their watch. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that the 4,182,433 shares that were sent to the dark pools, do you think those were all buy orders? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.